Ready? Yeah. Hold for you. Sorry. To yourself. Down. Wait there. Then now put down.
Kutembea maombi uyasikie, Bwana unipandishe, Bwana uninue kwa imani, nisimame nipande milima yote, Bwana unipandishe. Sina tamani nikae mahali pa shaka kamwe, hapo wengi wanakaa kuendelea naomba, Bwana uninue kwa imani, nisimame nipande milima yote, Bwana unipandishe, nisikae duniani, ni mahali pa shetani, natazamia mbinguni, nitafika na imani.
I would like to recognize all the friends who have come to join us, to see us, and to enjoy this day with us. Feel welcome. And I want to recognize a very special group, teachers of this school. Can you stand up where you are? I have seen many teachers, but these are shoulder and head above anybody. I'm proud of you. They're the ones that I've entrusted my firstborns in this school. We came to this school in 2011, and at that time, we saw that the results of 2010 stood at a mean of 2.1. In 2011, they hit at 3.5. In 2012, they hit 6.8. And in 2013, they were at 7.4. But you have not yet had this year number 5 in mock out of 300 schools in. And I keep saying that if this school does not perform, don't blame the teacher. It could be me, and it must be me. But I want to hasten and add, there's something else that is strange and special. When I go to this school, and one of our guests will tell you that when we met in the year 2008, 2009, we logged into a dreaming life. And at that time, I was heavy, I was sad that our country would burn. At that time, I saw what had been known to be good called bad. I saw old women with grandchildren being thrown out of their homes just because of their business. Marriages that had sorted out hatred were no longer working. And so my heart bled and bled for this country. The girls have sung, they have said 50 years, and the country is still gnawed away by the moths of tribalism, negative ethnicity, and corruption. And so when I got here, and I told the teachers, that I want us to set up a school that is bigger than us, that will live longer than us. I want us to set up a school that will produce ladies, professionals, and mothers, and even neighbors that Kenya yearns for. I told them we set up a school that will not be on routine, on the regular, and regulations. That we set up a school that will run on values. They looked at me, and you know, of all the parts of the body, is the eye that speaks. They obviously thought I was sick. But I want to commend them for allowing me to infect them with my madness. They, like me, believe in the values. They grow the values, and we are mature. Thank you very much. I expect more. I want to now recognize another group of friends. I have looked and looked and looked around, wanting anybody who would catch the flu that I have. Looking for people whose hearts can bleed genuinely. Looking for people whose hearts and lives are beyond the great statutory organization that we saw was displayed. That we look at leadership and go for integrity. That we look at leadership and go for magnanimity. That we look at democracy. My dream is that this school would be the flagship. It will be the starting point, and spirally we can move to other schools. But over and above that, I desire, I admire a time that I will have all the tribes in Kenya coming to drink from this fountain. I created this software for my country, Kenya. I created the software as my give back. This is where I was born. This is where I will be buried. I don't have another one. And so my desire is that this school will grow. I was sharing with my guests at the beginning of last year. I managed to get 2 Borana girls, 2 Rendile, 2 Samburu, 1 Turkana, and 1 Pokot. But I couldn't keep them. Their parents told me, as long as you can't pay their fees, they will go. Needless to add, that each one of you might even guess where those girls are. But today, I'm encouraged that there is not only the light somewhere in the tunnel, I I am standing in the light. And I believe this cry, and they will come out to make this place the very central place where finally we will have leaders that will not be just thumbing, but leaders who will bleed up to the bone marrow for this country. The other day when I read that even Somalia, even that country that we have worked so hard for, has taken us to the International Court of Justice. They want to take part of our waters. The other day I showed some friends a picture where Uganda has put Migigo Island in the middle of their waters. I believe and I'm convinced that friends are coming up, friends who will make a difference, that these grounds will be the springboard for Kenya's cure. A summary of what we do: we sat and recognized what ails Kenya, and we also were able to realize that what ails Kenya is what ails each one of us. We then went ahead and prescribed a powerful, potent cure for them. And so we live those cures. But over and above that, we have grown to have heartbeats that represent those cures. As we speak now, every class has got a table where all personal books are kept. So there's no need to have a grudge, there's no need to feel out of place, there's no need to steal. You saw the founder and the CEO of the Samaritan Bank, Kathy Ongare. It grows and is growing, and it has sorted out a lot of our problems. I don't want to bore you, but just listen to this. Honesty is so grown in these girls. Integrity is so powerful that a girl would be going home on a closing day, and on getting at the gate, just before she gets out, she notices another girl dropped 1,000 shillings. And she picks the money and runs back and says, I picked this. Needless to add, many of us, young and old, we would have gone down on our knees and told Jehovah, thank you. We have also discovered that the value system is very powerful, and that's why we are not just flying, but we seem to be doing something like higher than flying in our academics. We thank God who has been with us, and I would like just to recognize our friends. They become a people that are now taking part in rebirthing Kenya. We need to put Kenya back to being born afresh, and they are playing their part. I would like to just garland them with this. When they read it, they will not only be reminded of the role they have played in this school, but they become friends of this school. I'm so happy that adopted us, small as we are, a little miserable, but extremely rich in values, to be our partners. I'll give them this so that they wear, and then they begin to